All right, this video is about combining together amplitude changes and vertical shifts. So the question I'm going to refer to is number 9, 1/3 times cosine of x and then plus 2. So let's identify a few things first. The amplitude, again, is a number in the front times the cosine, so we have 1/3 right here. The period is going to be 360 degrees. Vertical shift is the number on the end, so up to or plus 2, up to you. So those things are we going to need to know right now. So let's start with 0 is our starting value. This is a distance of 360 degrees, so the end will be 360 degrees actually. And we're going to put our spots in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to label our typical heights here. And we're going to graph a cosine graph originally. So that starts up at +1, and then a 0 here, -1, 0, 1. And I'm just going to connect those with a dashed line, just so we have that as a reference point. So this graph is going to be changed by the stretch factor, or called the amplitude, and it's going to be squished down, so it's going to get skinnier this way. And then it also has been moved up too, so all these y values are just going to be moved up. So again, dealing with the amplitude, we're going to multiply all the y values, that looks weird, y values by our amplitude, which is 1/3. And then after that, we're going to move everything up by 2 spaces. So let's first multiply by 1/3, and then I'll do the plus 2. So 1, that's the height right here. 1 times 1/3 takes me to only 1/3. I'm going to add 2 to that. So this is right now 1/3 plus 2. 1/3 plus 2, 1/3 plus 2 is 2 and 1/3. So we're got 2 and 1/3 right there. So this one is going to move up to here. Okay, we times this by 1/3 first, since of the amplitude, then I added 2 to that value. So 0 times 1/3, which is our amplitude, is 0, plus 2 is straight up at regular 2. -1 times 1/3, since that's the amplitude, is at -1/3. And I'm going to add 2 to that value, because now I'm shifting it up. I'm doing 2 things at once. I'm taking care of the amplitude and the vertical shift. You could do it one at a time, but I'm just going to do it together. So this times 1/3 was -1/3 plus 2 is going to be at +1 2/3, a little bit below there. Okay, so we're taking -1/3 plus 2 is how I'm getting that number. Okay, so then right here, 0 times 1/3 is 0, plus 2 is straight at regular 0 or regular 2. 1 times 1/3 is down here, but now I have a vertical shift of 2, so I'll be up at 2 and 1/3. So I'm going to connect that there. So actually, that graph in black is the new, or the correct graph of 1/3 cosine of x plus 2. Technically, this is going to keep going forever. We're only showing you one cycle, or one full time around the unit circle. So this would keep going in the same pattern. But that's how we're going to do that with a vertical shift and amplitude together. We're going to do the amplitude first, and then just move everything up or down after you've multiplied.